Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Grey Maniacs gather! I have got a bloody enormous stack of comic books. Bloody enormous. But I got a good bargain, so even though there'll be ages before I can get around to reading them, because I've got so many comics to read. I'm going to show them to you anyway. Iron Man. And this shock horror is mainly Marvel. And I got a big batch of Iron Man recently. If I'd waited, I could have gotten for cheaper from this guy, but never mind, it's done now. Same with the Hulk. He had a bunch of Hulk that I wanted. I could have got, well, I hadn't wanted it, but I bought a bunch of Hulk previously, and I already got them. Right, a Fantastic Four. So then, if I'd waited a bit longer for this seller, I would have got cheaper basically, but never mind. Well, this finishes off my second series of the Doom Patrol. So, 32. 33, 34 and 35. So that's that series of Doom Patrol finished. Right, a few Daredevil comics. It's funny with these Daredevil comics, or some various other Marvel comics, I look at that and think, I'm sure I've got that one. The cover looks so familiar, but yeah. I looked at my wants list, and they were in my wants list, because sometimes I do mess up and forget to take things off my wants list. But it was on both my paper wants list and my online wants list. And when I look at what's in my boxes, they're not in my boxes. So unless they're in my to read pile already, somehow, I'm pretty sure I think I might have accidentally got a double on another comic book later on. So I got given a few from Mark, and I think I may have forgotten to update my list, because I recognise it. In fact, I'm sure I had a double of it. I think I had 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, I think that's possibly what happened. I might have got them from Mark and forgot I had them. Right, so anyway, I think I've got 80 comics books, well, roughly 80 comic books here. Right, and these are the ones I might have got a double on, Animal Man. Because this one, I'm sure I had like 2 or 3 copies of this at one point, so I must have it in my collection. But anyway, never mind. Well, that's the other one. One X-Men one. Well, and this is a run that Mark from Sunday Comics didn't introduce. I don't think he introduced it to me. I think I might have had one already, and then I saw him do the interview with the creator, and I've got like a few of them, and this guy had the rest of them, and he's given me an extra number 1. They're all signed. The first 4 are signed. So it's Strange Haven. So I now have a full run of Strange Haven, and the first 4 of them are signed. You can't see it that well, but they are signed. So now I can read the Strange Haven run. Mark recommends it. It's rather quirky, and it's a sort of creator-owned book kind of thing. And it basically, I think it's 12 issues. It took him over, I think, 10 years to get them all, to do them all. So it's a really sort of slowly written run. But yeah, I think so. I can't remember the exact information, but Mark did do an interview with the chap, and this guy's written books as well. I've got a Alan Moore book written about Alan Moore by this guy, Gary Spencer Millage. I'm sure I did a video on that for my Patreons one time. Right, got some 4. Now the trouble is with all these Marvels, I know for a fact that most of these boxes are real full to the brim, so I'm not going to fit these comics in. So by buying this massive bundle, I have got some juggling to do. I have got some comic books juggling to do. I'm going to have to shuffling, not juggling necessarily, but got to shuffle some comics from one box to other boxes. It's going to be fun. Right. Oops. I can't be that far off finishing off my proposed 4 Daredevil runs now. well, probably still a fair ways. This one, for example, I was like, I've got that one, I must have that one. I recognise it so much. Like this Blood Axe guy, I thought I must have it, but no, apparently I didn't have it, according to all my lists and looking at what's in the box. So it's weird, isn't it? Right, now close to finishing off my Web of Spider-Man run now. See, look, I've got all these Spider-Man comics, but there's not room for a blinking Rizzler Rizzler paper inside the box that I've already got my Spider-Man in, so I'm not be able to fit them in there. So it's going to be Juggle City or Shuffle City, however you want to call it. So I've nearly finished my Web of Spider-Man run. So trying to get 1 to 100 of Web of Spider-Man. That's 38, 87, 88. 89, 94. So these aren't my usual comics. You normally see me picking up Silver Age DC, and I must admit it is my preferred pick-up and stuff. But they are on my list, and they get a good deal, so it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, on to Spectacular now. I think Spectacular, I'm trying to get 100 to 200, I can't remember. I think it is 100 to 200, I'm trying to get a Spectacular, but don't quote me on that. The Spider-Man were the comics I, when I first started collecting properly, I got all the Spider-Man titles, but eventually when Marvel got on my nerves, I stopped collecting Marvel. Spider-Man was one of the first ones to get on my nerves, actually. It felt like no storyline ever got finished, and it was like angst all the time. Angst, nothing but angst. No stories were resolved. Every sort of new villain seemed to be someone that he knew, somehow, tangentially. Like Aunt May's postman's dog was a new supervillain, that kind of thing. But no, yeah, I've been silly, but that's me. But anyway, Spectacular Spider-Man. Right, and there's 200. Right, and I've got some ASMs as well. I think that's the last little batch of some ASMs. Chaos in Kansas. No one will stop me from having my revenge. No one! California Scheming. On a winter's day. I think Action Comics 1 may be in touch. They may send their lawyers to have a little word with you guys. Who kidnapped Mary Jane? Is that the Taskmaster he's trying to beat up? Yeah, I believe it is. Guest starring Nova, the New Warriors. 2 against the Tri-Sentinel. See, ones like this look familiar. Cardiac Attack. What is the truth about Spidey's parents? Only the Red Skull knows, but he'd rather kill than tell, and Taskmaster isn't going to be too helpful either. Invasion of the Spider Slayers. Conclusion. I conclude that seeing as he's still around a few issues later, that he doesn't die. So this is a cover I think, oh sure I've got that one, but it's not in my list of being in the box, so I can't have it. The Fury of Cardiac and the Not So Niceness of Sticks and Stone 2. Maximum Carnage, Part 3 of 14, The Rage of Venom. Maximum Carnage 7 of 14. Venom, Carnage, Doppelganger, Demo Goblin, or Demo Goblin probably, Deathlock. Things get even wilder. And the very last one, Maximum Carnage, Part 11 of 14. The Amazing Spider-Man 380. Things look bleak for Venom and his pals, which is fine by Carnage. Now, I'm sure I was collecting them all the Marvel, all these Spider-Man issues at that point, but I think my comic shop was just not that great at giving them all to me. I know, for example, that I don't have the first appearance of Carnage, thanks to my comic shop. I reckon I must have given it to somebody else. And I don't have my first appearance of Venom either. thanks to my comic shop. I was really annoyed about that because I had them on order. I had my comics on order from my local comic shop at that point, and I should have had both of those issues in my boxes, but I didn't have either of them. So yeah, so a little bit annoyed. And I'm probably never going to own them now because I'm not willing to pay 100 quid, 200 quid, 300 quid for a copy of those keys. Because, you know, if I'm going to spend that on a key, it will be a classic DC character, more likely. Anyway, that's it. I am out of here. Cheers for watching, you lovely people. And until next time, have a great, amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Thank you very much. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.